today we're going to chat about growing our confidence as a realtor. So if you've been feeling like you need a little bit of a confidence boost, keep watching. What's up guys, it's LeAnn Henri and I'm back with another video. So if you're watching this video, you probably came from the one that came before this video in my series about real estate behind the scenes. RE Behind the Scenes is a series that I figured was really necessary and needed in the space for people who are interested in getting into real estate or are new to real estate and they really still don't understand what's happening behind the scenes and all the small little nitty-gritty details that add up to what we know and love as real estate. So consider this series filling in the gap. Okay, we got this is the gap and we just gonna fill it in. So today we're gonna chat about growing our confidence as a realtor. Let me tell you, okay, I feel like I took a while to get here, okay, with my level of confidence that I have in real estate. It's still not always 100%. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. Sometimes I be feeling just like, do I know what I'm doing? I feel rather novice. And other days, I feel like I'm that B. I'm that girl. I'm the one and the two. And can't nobody tell me nothing, okay? Somebody who could be in a business for 25, 30 years, come talk to me. Come talk to me, but you ain't gonna talk to me sideways because even though, I've been doing it for 5 years, so I'm in grad school now, right? You know how like you get your 4-year degree and then you graduate into grad school? I feel like I'm in the grad chapter of real estate and I'm hitting my stride, baby. I'm hitting my stride. But it wasn't always like this. So I want to share with you guys, a little bit of a story time about how it was for me when I first started out, and then what really transpired to get me to the place that I am now to truly feel confident, okay? When I first got licensed in real estate, I had just turned 23. 23, you just out here living life, trying to figure stuff out, okay? So I had graduated from college, so I have a bachelor's degree in psychology with a minor in community action and social change. And I was working in the field that I really enjoyed. I was working with students, middle and high school students. It was like an outreach kind of situation. And I really enjoyed my job, but I still was just like, you know what? I think I'm ready for something else. Which I feel like is the trend of millennials. Like one thing millennials gonna do, they're definitely gonna say that job. Absolutely gonna say it, okay? And they're gonna move on to the next one, right? So in typical millennial fashion, I was like, all right, I'm done with this. And I went and got my real estate license. So it wasn't really, I didn't just quit and then go get a license. I got a license about a year before I quit my job. So I wasn't crazy, I wasn't crazy, but I was planning ahead, okay? Because I was so scared to quit my job when I first got licensed, I was trying to work full-time and work as a real estate agent at the same time. Didn't work. Did not work. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. Like, it wasn't for me. So because I was trying to work both of them at the same time, I made $0. Zero. Zip. Zilch. Nada. No money my first year as a licensed real estate agent. And I was so discouraged because in my head, I had it all planned out. Like, I'm gonna still work full time. I'm gonna get this nice salary check. I'm gonna keep my benefits with my 401k match. I'm gonna keep this health insurance, like all of this, right? And then when I realized it wasn't working, I was actually devastated. I was like, okay, so do I stay in this job where I'm comfortable and I make a decent amount of money? Or do I take a gamble and I take a risk on myself and really see what I can do with this? And clearly I took the latter, and I'm so grateful for it. But there were so many tears along the way, okay? Because I only had 6 months of my expenses saved up, okay? Looking back, I wish I would have done at least a year. That was really risky, but I had 6 months of my expenses saved up, and I blew through that so fast, like phew, like gone, okay? That's because I wasn't making any money. Everything that I was doing was just going out, so filling up my gas tank and buying food, like if I'm out showing houses, or marketing materials, or just stuff. And then my regular bills, right? Because I wasn't making money anymore. I was just crying all the time because I did have this one deal. She was a client that had a champagne taste with a Kool-Aid budget, and I was so determined to get her closed because I wanted this check, right? I wanted this $1,500 so badly that I was letting this client treat me like garbage. Every time I would talk to her, my confidence and my ability to be a great realtor just went lower and lower and lower and lower until it was just in the pits. And I was just like, I can't do this. I'm not made for this. Like this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work. I'm so grateful for my friends and my man, because everybody like rallied around me at the time, and they were just like, first of all, girl, anything you put your mind to, you make it a reality. You can get it figured out. You can do this. It's just, you know, it takes a little bit of time. I was just like, okay, you know, I'm gonna stick to this. I'm gonna figure this out. And I actually ended up firing that client, which I'm so grateful that I did it. Every time I was close to firing her, I felt like I was right on the brink of just finding that one house that was gonna be the one. And then I just had to snap out of that denial. Like I had to snap out of that cycle of just like, maybe it's the next one, maybe it was the next one, because it felt low-key like abusive, right? So I actually fired her, and once I fired her, oh, it was like the heavens opened up and shone upon me, just goodness and grace and mercy, and the weight lifted off of my shoulders. I was like, okay, now I can focus my efforts on finding the clients that I want to work with, right? Out of this experience came a number of things, okay? The first thing that I learned is that every client realtor relationship is not a good fit. Just because you get a lead doesn't mean you have to see that lead all the way through to completion if it's not a right fit for you. It's really okay to cut your losses and fire a client, right? Second thing that it taught me is what I'm really made of, because me having the strength and the perseverance to really stick it through with that client, it was a long time that I was working with her. I don't remember the exact time anymore because it was about like 4 years ago at this point, but I'm really proud of myself for really still waking up each day and driving to go show this woman houses that I know she was gonna hate, or houses that were outside of her budget that I knew she couldn't afford. All of that was just a hard no for me. The third thing that this taught me is that it's really, really important to screen your clients on the front end. So all of these things really tie into helping to build your confidence, because if you have the proper systems in place, then you know that the person that you have in front of you as your client, this is gonna go well. I'm gonna be able to get them to the closing table. Like, I've done my part and I know that they're gonna do their part. So in building my confidence to where it is now, it took me, one, finally getting a deal closed. If you are a new real estate agent and you have not closed a transaction yet, hold on, it's gonna come, it's going to come. And that very first one feels amazing, and it just reaffirms that you really can do this, that you really can walk somebody through one of the largest transactions that they'll ever make in their lives, and you can successfully get them to the closing table. Actually, getting my first closing was another great way that I built my confidence. So many people swear by role playing or practicing scripts or just talking to other professionals in the business. You really get used to having those conversations. The jargon involved in real estate, combating different objections that clients may have in the course of the conversation that you're having with people. All of that is a really, really great way to also build your confidence in real estate. And then finally, I think getting a mentor was probably one of the best ways that I was able to build my confidence. They tell you pretty much when you're right and when you're wrong and how to course correct. So if you have somebody that you really can be vulnerable around, somebody that you really, really trust, then there truly is no stupid question, right? So you don't have to worry about looking dumb in front of this person, because their main objective is to make sure that you succeed. So if you find somebody who you can bounce ideas off of, you can call and ask them like, hey, I said this to my client during the inspection. Was that a bad idea? Or just small things like that are really, really gonna help. And it's bonus points if you can actually shadow this mentor during the course of a number of their transactions as well, because oftentimes they'll toss things to you so that you can really have those conversations with their client, or they'll let you listen in on their phone calls, or they'll recap conversations. Truly, it's just repetition. It's going through it. It's having the experiences that really add up and build up to you having that knowledge base of different situations and scenarios in your head and how to confidently overcome those. So my confidence level truly came from, one, having a horrible client to begin with. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but it's true. Two, having a really, really great circle of friends around me that were able to encourage me and remind me that I am capable of doing whatever it is that I put my mind to. Three was doing role playing and practicing scripts. That's something that you should really be doing for the entire duration of your real estate career. You can never practice too much. Four, getting a mentor who you can shadow, who you can ask questions of, who can really help guide you and make you the best version of yourself. And then finally, it really just boils down to experience. The more situations and deals that you get under your belt, you learn something new almost every single time. So I'm going into my 5th year as a licensed real estate agent, and I actually just learned something new a couple of days ago in a transaction that I've never worked on before, and I was calling my broker and getting advice from her on how to work through this transaction, and I learned a few new things from her. So just always be open to learning. Really take notes during transactions if there's something new that you come across that you've never seen before and you maybe will potentially have it again in the future. I truly do believe that anyone can be successful in real estate. I really, really do. I had a real estate teacher tell me before that real estate is the profession of the rejects. You have all these different people that have degrees, or they came from corporate America, or they came from these different kinds of jobs, and then now they're all in real estate. There's all these different kinds of people in real estate, which is it's a great thing. I love it. I love the business. And I believe that whoever you are, who's ever watching this, you absolutely can be great in real estate. You can build your confidence in real estate, and there's gold all in you. Okay, you are pure gold, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. This is our 2nd video in our RE behind the scenes series. Building confidence is a really, really important thing, and once you have that confidence, you can go out and start networking with other professionals. So I want to chat with you guys about the best ways to network, the best places to network in the next video, so make sure you check out that.